Hey guys, welcome back to your weekly readings. I trust you guys are having a good weekend, are happy that this month is about over, and that we're putting behind Virgo, and that Libra is right around the corner for us. A month of relationships, a month of healing that's coming our way, learning to deal with others, learning to be able to balance your energies with that of another. And some it's a romantic relationship, and some it'll be relationship with yourself, or relationships with your family members or with friends. And that is the main card that has come out for us today. Relationships, the lovers, the yin, the yang, the balance between the male and the female qualities within one person or within a couple. Today we're going to take a little peek at the energies that may affect us for the last week of September 24th through the 30th. We have some really difficult cards on the table. They're mostly all major arcana, so I'm assuming that this is going to be a very powerful week, a powerful ending to the month. There's a full moon in the mix there. If it isn't today, it should be tomorrow when it begins, because of the energies that I have been feeling for the last few days. This has been a really trying month for the most of us in a lot of areas of our lives, mostly relationships. That is why this card keeps coming out. I feel that this card is starting to represent in my life making the right decision, learning how to choose between a heartfelt decision and one that you think about it. One that makes you think, like the thinker here, which we'll get to that card. Most people make their decisions not based on how they feel, but based on how they think, on looking ahead and seeing if this decision would lead them to something that will actually make them happy. Some people make their decisions based on their heart, and in the end they find out that it wasn't the best decision in the world, that they're suffering. They suffer greatly because of choosing over the head, over what you feel you should be doing, thinking wise, not heart wise. It's very difficult for me to make a decision based on how I think and how I know that it's going to end up, because my heart will always overrule my head. So I suffer greatly sometimes because of my choices. But I want to try to get my point across to you guys that you need to think a little bit deeper when you're going to make a decision in life, a major decision. This is a major arcana. These are major decisions. This is not what type of toothpaste you're going to buy today, or are you going to go to the park, or are you going to go to the beach. This is a life-changing decision, the big ones that you make. Okay, sometimes it's a relationship that's involved, getting to know a new person. Sometimes we have that little angel that says, hey, this isn't a good idea. Don't go there, and we don't listen. Or we have the little angel that says, hey, this might be the best thing for you, and we don't listen because we're using our head over our heart. But sometimes that's exactly what you need to do, because if you feel one way about something and then you start to feel empathy or love for the people that will be affected by your decisions, you need to remember that you come first. You do, because otherwise, if you don't put yourself first and you say, this is really going to make me happy, this decision is what I need to do, because in the end, I'm going to benefit from this. I'm going to be a happy person. I'm going to really enjoy all the aspects about my decision when I make them. Because otherwise, you're going to end up with the angel there trying to heal you from your decisions, because when you make an imbalanced decision, when it's a heart over the head or otherwise, you suffer. You will suffer greatly. Okay? Yes. Some nice cards. Five of Cups, Four of Swords. Your decisions are going to hurt you somehow as you move forward this week. But we also have Justice. Justice, which will help bring balance to a very imbalanced relationship or imbalanced decision as you move through this month, the end of the month. There's a little devil here holding the man down. And there's some little angels here trying to help the woman stay balanced. This is the same lovers, okay? The same lovers in the little card. Because there's an imbalance in the decisions that you make. You know, whether it was head over heart or heart over head, whatever it is, there's an imbalance. And sometimes justice needs a little bit of help to bring that back into balance, okay? That's where the Wheel of Fortune comes in, which is the next card. This Wheel of Fortune represents cycles in your life. Cycles that begin, cycles that end, and it is imperative that they do. Because justice is bringing about karmic endings to some of those decisions that you make, or some of the changes that are coming. They need to happen in order for you to bring back some type of balance in your life, something that's been out of balance for a while, and you may not even realize it, okay? So there might be some abrupt endings for you this week, or a beginning of an ending, because these are major arcana cards. These influences go a ways into your life. It could be the beginning of a year's worth of changes, or several years worth, because these are very, very significant life changes that are happening for us beginning now. And it is karmic imbalance, karmic in nature, which will bring about a balance. Okay. The next card is the Fool. The Fool is looking to the future as opposed to the past. Like the Five of Cups here is. Looking at the past, at the cups that have fallen, missing the past, wishing that it was there because it brings about some type of familiarity, familiar feelings, familiar people, familiar situations. But as you move forward, the Fool is beating her own drum. She's like, oh, I'm following the beat of my heart. That's how it started. That's how I started this. Following the beat of my heart. Here's her unconscious mind saying, hey, if you keep following the beat of your heart, you're going to fall off the cliff. But the Fool is looking forward saying, well, sometimes I make stupid decisions, but I am following the beat of my heart. There is something that I need to do. There's somewhere I need to go. I don't see it because I'm following my intuition. So some of the changes that are coming about may bring about something that is quite unplanned, something that you do not see that's right around the corner, where the Fool is facing. The Fool is facing the Death card. So for some, there could be a loss. For some, there could be a loss of identity, self-identity, to where it is just for this to happen, because it is the right time for the old self to die away so that the new self could be reborn. And it's going to bring about a time when you're really going to have to overcome this period of sadness, this period of having to rest, to be able to bring yourself back to some type of normal. But there are some major changes that are coming into our lives, okay? We just need to be aware that they're there. They're going to be very difficult energies to deal with. But in the end, it will bring about some type of balance. There may be others that will assist you. For some, it's an inheritance that comes about that brings you some type of balance that is split amongst you and someone else. That leads to repayment of debt, balancing some energies, balancing something that has been quite out of balance for a very long time in your life, at least, I don't know, 6 to 10 years perhaps. It will bring about some sadness, some thoughts of the past, but in the end, it will bring about some good things. Okay. You need to think about your next moves, because these changes that are coming about are important that you think about your choices. You think about your decisions before you make them. Think about the long term. Think about this. Is this going to suit me? Is this going to be something good for me if I make this decision, if I start to date this person, if I go in this direction, if I team up with someone new or someone that I know, family member, whatever it is, your decisions need to be made a balance of head and heart, not just one or the other, because if you go head, you'll regret it in the end. If it's all based on the love that you have for others, it'll go sour in the end as well. There has to be that happy medium, that middle plane, that middle ground where it's something that feeds both your head and your heart in the long term, in the everyday that you'll have to deal with that particular decision, with that particular relationship, romantic or otherwise. Okay, it's important, very important, because it can bring about a complete change in your life, whether it's for good or bad. It depends on why you're making your choices. Sometimes we're following our subconscious mind, our intuition, and we may not see immediately that these changes, even though they are very difficult, they are brought on by justice. They are brought on by the angel of justice. So you have to know that at first it may seem rough. It may seem like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make this. I'm not going to be able to handle this. It's an inevitable change, because the wheel of fortune will end something and begin something, and the changes will be very difficult, but you may not see the positive yet on the change that it brings about. You may not see it yet. It may be a little while before you actually see the positive end of that change, because it may not be obvious at the very beginning, but it is brought on by a karmic imbalance that you have, and you need to balance it out, because it's been there for a very long time. You don't see it. You don't know it. You're going around in a loop, and you need to get out of it. And the decisions of the fool, the decisions that the fool makes, is what's going to help bring about that humongous change that the death card brings about, because it always brings hope in the end. It is a drastic change, but it will help you in the end. Okay, it'll help bring back that balance, also a stability when it comes to your finances. These changes that you are making, that are going to be happening in your life, can also destabilize your finances. So you need to keep a very close eye on your finances, not to spend too much, or because of the choices, because of your choices over head over heart or heart over head, you may choose to spend a little bit more during this time than you should. So be very vigilant of your money, as well as your heart and your decisions, because they're going to be important as we move through the end of this month. Now, for some, trusting in your intuition and the ebb and flow of the universe, of the wheel of fortune. My life is truly guided. You will start to see the signs around you that the decisions that you made, even though they were super difficult, these choices, this pain, this rest, when you look at it, you hang up your Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak, which is a devastation, you will see that you are truly guided. That the signs are going to show you that you are on the right path, even though you can't really see it yet, and there are some pitfalls, there are some situations that are going to happen in between. That's what the wheel brings. The changes that are unexpected, that are not planned for, that are going to hurt a little bit, but you will see that you're manifesting your dreams in the end, your abundance, whatever your dreams are to you. My dreams are coming true. So these changes, even though they're hard, you're going to see that a lot of the things that you have asked for, that you truly love and truly would like to see in your life happen, are starting to happen. They may be a little slow, like I said at first, you may not notice it, but you will see it. And there's going to be a feeling of being set free somehow of the situations that you have put yourself through because of your choices. I unfurl my wings and I fly. Somehow it's going to make you feel free. You're going to cut some ties with some situations or people or relationships that have been holding you back for a very long time. And you're not going to deal with that anymore. You're going to set it behind you. Focus on yourself a little bit more, on the things that truly make you happy. And not what would make another happy or how you could help always some other people. Because at some point, you have to help yourself. You have to do things that make you happy, that bring happiness to your future, to the things that you would like to see manifest in your life, because life is really short for all of us. And the ending can come at any time, and that's something that no one can plan for. It just happens, and then you are devastated. But wherever there's an ending, there's always a beginning, and we need to be able to see our way through it, think our way through it, know what we need to look at as we move through to the future. Think about your choices before you actually open your mouth and make them. Think about the long term of that choice. Where is it going to leave you? Where is it going to lead you? Is there something that calls to your heart that you're definitely not doing because you made another decision to help others when you should have been going in a direction that helps you, that makes you happy? It's very difficult, the Lover's card, or to make the choices in life that you need to make. It's very hard. But some people, I don't know, they make them, seems like really easy. The Queen of Coins. Looking at your abundance, at the things around you that you've been able to manifest so far. Is it making you happy? Are you being generous? Are you being helpful to other people? Do you love what you have become? Look at your life. Are you happy? Are you happy with the choices that you have made? Is having financial security what you were looking for, or is there something else that's missing? Again, the Fool. New paths that begin in your life, following the beat of your heart, following your own intuition, learning to follow your intuition and not make choices that are always going to be helpful for others and not for yourself. The King of Coins. Someone that can help you balance your financial situation either comes into your life, or you yourself learn to take control of your finances. Learn to budget your spending. Learn to cut things out that need to be cut out. Expenditures, or a new way to balance your spending. So as you move forward, your finances are going to become very important. Apparently, there may even be a couple that helps you with your finances. These people may either be earth signs, or they're very abundant and they know how to keep their money flowing. And maybe you learn something from them. Maybe it's a new avenue that you haven't thought of work-wise that could help you balance your finances. Alright guys, I'm going to end the reading here. I'm going to do the interactive part of the reading for you. But keep in mind that I'm going to be moving out of here by the end of this week. I need to be in the other place that we're moving to. So I may not do a reading next weekend. I am not sure if I will be set up enough to do so, or if I will have cable or internet at that point. And if I do, I will be doing the reading as usual. But if I don't, that is why. because I am not yet prepared to do so. So keep that in mind. Okay? All right. A, B, and C are already on the table. We will be receiving from angels. Sorry about that. I've been having a rough week. I'm working my ass off trying to move. So if I sound rough, like you guys will put it, that is why. If I sound extra rough, it's because I see things that are coming that are very painful for me, and I'm going to be rough for a while, okay? So please, thumbs up my videos. Leave me positive comments. No negative comments. No thumbs down for that one particular person that thumbs down my videos every single week. I have a special message for you. Anyway. Receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. We're going to need some help from the angelic realm this week, apparently. So we will be receiving a lot of support from them. If you need it, ask for it, because they're going to be there. And apparently we're going to get it whether we ask for it or not, because we're probably going to need it. Because what I have learned from angels, when they're around, there's usually something difficult that you're dealing with. And they're going to be there to support you. Angels are beautiful. But if you see one, watch out. Chop wood. Keep head down to the grindstone. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop now at the end. You're right at the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Continue to move forward. Chop wood, like they say. Keep going. Keep busy. Keep your head busy. Keep your mind busy. So that these changes, as they're happening, they don't affect you in a negative way. Imagine. Keep your thoughts positive. Keep them thinking about what you would like to manifest in your life and not what you fear. Okay? There's some good things coming. Your wishes are being manifest, so keep imagining what it is you want so that it actually happens, okay? And yes, I'm sounding rougher by the moment. That means I need to stop talking. For those of you that chose A, you have the Knight of Cups. You either have a water sign that's going to be making a romantic gesture towards you this week, or this represents you moving forward in life. Moving forward, following your dreams, following your intuition. There's that healing angel saying, come on, you can do it. Keep going. Keep your cup high. You're going to be offering a cup of love to someone, maybe inviting someone to go out. Your romantic life could be moving forward in a positive direction. And last but not least, this could be a romantic partner that comes into your life. So be aware that you're going to be asked out, and if you are, say yes. This could be your own partner if you are in a relationship, wanting to take you out, be extra romantic with you this week, bring you a gift of love, showing you their love. Don't take them for granted. Dwelling in truth. I stand in the light of truth. Be truthful to yourself. Let others know how you truly feel about them. If there is a situation with a romantic partner and they're saying they're sorry, dwell in your own truth. Okay? Don't let them say, listen, you don't know what you're talking about, or you don't have the right idea, you don't know what's going on. No. Stick to your truth. You know what's happening. Let them offer whatever it is they want to offer it to you. But always believe in your own intuition and in your own self, your own mind, which is always telling you what is going on, okay? To the sea. Move forward. Go north. For some of you. For others, it's spending some time in the water, Maybe fill up your bathtub if you have one and just sit there and meditate for a while. Because there's some thinking that you need to do. You need to stick to your own beliefs. Don't let others undermine you or overstep your boundaries. Stick to what you want. Stick to what is real for you. And try to go in that direction. Keep your emotions under control. No matter what happens this week. Whoever tries to push your button, just turn around and say, you know what? I think you're right. You might be right. And then turn around and walk away and say nothing else. For those of you that chose B, transformation. Big transformations that come into your life as we move through this week. Releasing the old so that the new you can be rebirthed through these new experiences that you're going to have. Keep your heart open for love, because there's a new romantic relationship coming your way, or an improvement of the one that you are in, if you are in a relationship at this time. You're opening your heart for love. You're tearing down those walls that have been put up there for a very long time. But the Death card is coming through to help you release the old and bring in the new. There's a death to the old ego, to the old self, so that the new self can be released. All those old fears that you had are going to be gone. And you're opening your heart to love again. It's time to go. For some of you, it's time to move on. For others, there's going to be someone in your life that's going to be leaving. It's time for them to go back home. Maybe it's time for you to go back home. And speak to your parents. Speak to your, family members, old relationships. Time to make changes in your life. Because changes are coming. For those of you that chose C, 8 of Wands, movement forward, travel, messages. If you've been applying for work, there's going to be a callback from perhaps more than one job, so keep your options open until they all come in this week. This could be romantic messages coming from someone that you haven't spoken to in a while, or new relationships. For some of you that like to date on the internet or put yourself out there on the internet, there may be a bunch of messages that come through. You're going to be communicating with someone either on the phone or through texting or through the computer this week. This card also represents fast movement forward. Things that happen very quickly as you go through this week. So there's going to be a lot of movement forward. I should have water, huh? Let me go get some. Okay, I got the water. I will have you know this reading has been super painful. Super. 8 of Wands. Fast movement. Be careful not to move too quickly, though, because you might forget something. You might oversee something that's important. So write everything down. Make sure you take all the proper steps. Make sure you don't forget anything important as you move forward this week. If you're going out of town, make sure you don't forget something that you're going to need when you're there or on your way there. Identifications, money, credit cards. Don't lose anything, okay? Embrace the future. I step into the future with an open heart. Keep your thoughts positive as you move through. The changes are going to be very, very big and difficult, so keep your heart open as you move through this new opportunities that are coming in your life. New field of everything. There's going to be new experiences all around in your life. So as you move through this, keep going. Don't stop. You're going to be, some of you are going to be moving from one country to another, from one state to another, from one place to another. It's just a lot of movement that's going on at the end of this month. Embrace the future as it happens. Okay, with an open heart, because you have no idea what's coming. That the Lovers brings about a lot of new decisions and choices that you're going to be making. And for some, it's going to be a romantic relationship or a significant soulmate. That could be a very, very good friend that stays with you for many, many years. It could be a relationship that's coming for you, an improvement of an existing relationship, a healing that happens. I know. And it's to be fair. It's a balance again. Here's like the justice card. It's being fair in your life. You need to be fair with others as others need to be fair with you. The justice card is coming through in our lives this week to balance out some things that have not been quite fair in our lives. There's been an imbalance for many, many years. It's time to close out those old debts, karmic debts. Um, the Six of Coins could also represent balancing out some of those old karmic debts little by little, but they are being balanced out. And we need to realize that we need to put that behind us and not feel guilt anymore or feelings that we're not doing the right thing, and move forward with our own lives, the things that make it fair for us. There is an owl there, so that means that the decisions that are being made are wise decisions, and they're being made for a reason. The things that are happening in your life at this time, even though you might think is very unfair, they are balanced and they're fair because there's going to be a reason. You just don't see it yet, and it brings about something really, really good for all of us, in the end. And I'm getting visions of things at this time, of the things that are coming and why the things are happening the way that they're happening. There is a huge reason, we just don't see it yet, but you'll get through flashes of intuition, through flashes of looking forward exactly what it will mean to you. Okay, I do love you guys, know that from my heart. I always read for you. If you guys need any help, if you need someone to communicate with during this week, please write to me. I do read all of your comments. I could use as well some prayers, because I too am going to have a very difficult week, if not extremely difficult, in leaving this place that has been in the family for a very long time. My mother's place, she's been here over 30 some odd years, so it's going to be hard for her to let go, and I need to support her 100%. And we're going to a beautiful place. It's a nicer place and all, but it's just hard to let go of the past, but the transformation is happening regardless of whatever. Regardless of whatever I want or think. She wanted to bring this upon herself at some point, and we assisted, and it's going to be hard, but we're all going to get through it. So I love you guys. I hope to talk to you next weekend. I hope everything is set for me, but I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to do, because I need to work during the week, so I can't really be there to get all of the things going on that I need to. But I hope to talk to you next weekend, and have a smooth full moon, which is somewhere. It's either happening today or happening within the next couple days, because of the way I saw the moon last night. It almost looks full, so probably tonight. Let go of the old so that the new can come in, even if you don't see the positive in it. Okay, I keep saying it because there's going to be some really hard energies that will come in the letting go. Alright guys, bye for now.